Okay, guys, take 32. I'm just kidding, but it feels like that. Here is a quick tip for Power Teacher. This is interim reports, printing interim reports. First things first, make sure all your grades are in, all your assignments are in, and each of those assignments have all of its grades in. We're a little ahead of schedule when I'm making this video, so this teacher's not quite ready. Just so you know, this is a fifth grade class. You'll notice only social studies, language arts. There's another teacher, the team teacher, that has math, science, and social studies as well. Once all your grades are in, you're going to go to the reports tab at the top, or the reports icon at the top, and that's going to give us, going to allow us to choose a report. We're going to use student multi-section report for interims. I think this is the best choice. If you used individual student report, you'd have to print an interim for every subject area, and so that might make sense for a parent conference, or to print a non-interim kind of report to send home with students on a particular subject area. But for an interim, it doesn't make sense in my mind, because you'd be printing a page for each subject area. Let's choose Student Multi-Section Report. There are two tabs here. We have Criteria and Layout. Let's look at the Layout tab first. Here you can add the report title. It did not say Interim Report at first. It said Student Multi-Section Report. I typed in Interim Report. You could put your name here, whatever you wanted to do. I definitely want to check on page break on students. This is where you could actually add a note here. If you wanted to add a note at the top or at the bottom of the interim report, it's going to show up on every interim report that's printed. You could do that. I've included these just so you can see them in just a second when I print the report. I've also included a signature line so parents can sign these interim reports in return if that's something you choose to do. All right, let's choose, oh no, we're not ready to run the report. Let's go to criteria. Uh, You definitely want a PDF file here. That's going to be the easiest to print. I'm going to choose active classes because that's going to print. If I chose selected class, it would only print this language arts, and I want to choose active classes. So in this situation, it's going to choose social studies, language arts, and language arts, because those are the three classes that I put grades in. And I'm going to put enrolled students. Oh, I skipped one. Student schedule. You're going to like this one. If I choose my classes, it's only going to print for these three classes. But if I choose total student schedule, it's going to print from all of the grade books that this student's entered in. So not only is their math science teacher going to come in, if they're in related arts classes, that would come in as well. All right, so total student schedule, enrolled students. I'm not going to choose abbreviate. Here to include, you include final grades. You can choose assignment. You can also choose to include assignments and categories. I don't think categories is a good choice for Red Bank, since the way we set grades up, we're only using one category in most cases. All right, so reporting term, quarter 1, that's what you'd like. And I would not choose, this by default was checked, include terms with no grades, but I'm going to uncheck it. All right, I think we're ready. We've got everything done on the layout. We've got everything done on criteria. Let's run the report. All right, it's going to ask us, do we want to open or save the report? I'm going to go ahead and open it. I'll show you how to save it later. All right, so here's our report. Notice that it's one of 42 reports, so it's included a report for all of my students. Here, this one just has language arts and social studies. If I go down, you'll notice this one has math also. That means that perhaps with this other student, she has not entered a math grade yet, so which is understandable. But anyhow, here is where the top note shows up. Here is the bottom note. So you can choose to add or not add those. It's totally your choice there. Just uncheck those boxes. Name, signature, date. I've got this shoved off the side of the page so you don't see the student's name here, but that would be for a parent's signature there. Um, when you're ready to print, you're just simply going to hit print. If you'd like to save these interim reports, you could certainly save them. You know, it might be helpful to save them. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think I would choose to save it to my G drive. And you might want to make a folder for that, but you can simply click and save just like you'd save anything else. So, all right, guys, I think that covers it. That's a whole lot of information in less than 5 minutes. So don't forget to hit the pause button if you need to work on this as you're moving along. But anyhow, thank you. If you have questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Bye.